Yes, greetings to the one them in the name of Selassie the first. One God. This Facebook series we're going to deal with is Jamaica politics and the Rastaman politics in Jamaica. My name is Emmanuel Fox, the first international vice president of the first international president of WF Incorporated, the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, which was established in 1937. Objective: support the liberation of Ethiopia and a fascist rule. 1974, when Mingish towards Selassie government, God government, it take over the WF Incorporated, and because of that, I surrender my authority as national president and discuss with Prince Asfa and Haile Selassie, the Crown Prince of Ethiopia, on the question of revitalizing the federation with a new name, so that the people who love justice and integration and so the Ethiopian cause will realize that the EWF is owned by Mengistu, and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation is owned by his Imperial Master and family, the Crown Council. During this time, as Rasta, we realized that from 1930 to 1960, 30 years, the Rastaman speak of repatriation. Haile Selassie is God. He want to go home now, but that was not sufficient. 1960, I took it upon myself to introduce politics in the Rasta movement. 62, Sam Brown contest the election, not on a Rasta ticket, but in Sam Brown ticket. I contest 3 elections in Jamaica on the Rasta ticket. The IWF Incorporated 3 times. Objective was not to put a man in parliament, because we couldn't do it, because we did not have the economics or the membership to have 10,000 man in one constituency. But the objective was to establish the Rasta as a political entity in the politics of Jamaica, which we did. And the 3rd time we contest, we withdraw ourselves from the politics of the day and start to work within the Rasta community. Now, brothers and sisters who listen to this Facebook must understand that the Rastafarian community in Jamaica is older than the 2 political parties. We came 1930, 2 political parties come 1938, 44. But through lack of circular education, we were a problem. A lot of young Rastafarian people leave the movement and become PNP and become labor rights, because the movement could not find food, clinic, employment for them. But tonight, we point again, you, the people listening to this Facebook, must realize that if you will return to Jamaica, you have to support the mass movement. You can't be afraid going back to Jamaica and say, man, going to kill you. You cannot accept that, because you don't walk in Brooklyn half past 1 in the morning. You don't walk in Bronx half past 1 in the morning. That man rob you. So it's the same thing. Jamaica is on a neo-colonial system, which will say people is last employed, the grassroots people. The first lose him job and not kind of come to him. So that is what breed the crime. Wants breed the crime. So what we're saying, that if you support our plight and our organization, you can return to Jamaica, because empire built by people who return back to their own country and contribute something meaningful to the economic and political aspiration. And this will be a talk to you now, direct now. You can't be afraid of returning to Jamaica. The Rasta man in Jamaica is 10 to 16% of the populace. If Jamaica is a democracy or a socialism, we must have a Rasta in the point of Jamaica, more than one who want to talk about the grassroots struggle. If it's a socialism, we have a man in parliament, because when you look at the whole world now, Afro-Asia Black and 3rd world, you see where socialism allow people in parliament. So we have to put the socialism in Jamaica and trial and democracy. So always, Prime Minister of Jamaica must understand clearly, if Jamaica going to survive the 21st century, the Rasta have to have more than one voice in Parliament. Because when you call me to order and you speak about a bill, Anglican is in Parliament, Protestant is in Parliament, Baptist is in Parliament, Catholic is in Parliament. Who is in Parliament for the Rasta voice? We talk about social development for Rasta and for Jamaica populace. Who is there? Berlin was known as today as a school. Denham Town School is known as Berlin in my days. Bakawal was Bakawal. Today Bakawal is a community center, local source, etc. etc. And that's it. As the Rasta community, and Rasta don't get them house in it. Berlin again. So all these things, Clock Tower was owned by Rasta active participation until the government take it from them. Now what we say to you now, oh, you believe that you can go back to Jamaica if you don't contribute to the Law and Order program and don't contribute to the wants. You have to understand that the Rasta movement, R-A-S-T-F-A-R-I, is the subject matter. The A-N is the people and the I-S-M is the aim and objective. What are the aim and objective? The hungry be fed, the naked clothes, the sick nourished, the protected and the fan care for. It's not a prayer. Our predecessors see it as a prayer because they didn't have that capacity to answer the power of word. But my generation see it as objectives. Yes, 1930 to 1938, Rasta was there. 44, it was there. But never recognized by the two political system. When Duncan San came to Jamaica to negotiate about independence of Jamaica, the two political parties did not invite the Rasta community leadership there. That they could tell Mr. Duncan San in problem. And when they run to fight the council of Jamaica, they might fight Rasta as a part of the third party force. That never happened. Check the political history of Jamaica. Did anybody invite the Rastafarian people to discuss the question of Jamaica independence as a minority within democracy? It never happened. So I tell you now that you can't be afraid to go back to Jamaica. Don't buy propaganda that is being spoken in the supermarket on a Saturday and the bag wash on a Saturday. Look at it real. How did you think America build? People die, the Indians die to build America. So how you going to go back to Jamaica? But you going to stay in America and say, go and build back Jamaica. You can't do it. We can never start and cover there on the way. There has be a minority who rise above his fellow man and become great. That's why I appeal to you now to Jamaica National. We are listening to this broadcast on this vibe. I understand clearly when I say must go to Jamaica and beat up your life. But all Jamaica guy development, all law and other going to come to Jamaica if you who have the knowledge living in America for X amount of year, in England X amount of year, will return and contribute that knowledge that you possess towards Jamaica development. You can't buy it, you can't buy the propaganda from busy by the people who keep on saying them now go back because them a kill man at Jamaica. Them kill man at Bronx, them kill man at Brooklyn, them kill man at Queens. You understand that? See if you understand that. See if you understand if you go back, support the mass movement. Because right now we are talking about Mengish too. If we get arrested as a war criminal, sure. We appeal to the Ethiopians who live in California, who live in Virginia, who live in Washington DC, to find means and ways to send this file, this Facebook to your family in Ethiopia. You must find means and ways because the government banish internet that they can't send any things. The people, if you understand that they are not alone. 1935, 41 is in Prime Majesty was not alone when he was in bar. Himself have confidence that he must defeat fascism and Nazism. We know Rastafarian people must understand that our generation is prepared for contest and involved in the political struggle of Jamaica. Our predecessors could not do it because it was lack of secular education of the day. But our generation have mastered degree. We have degree in politics, both in England and America. And we have to expect that knowledge now, we cannot stay in New York or England without that we possess intellectually and want to make a burn. You have to go back, so you have to go encourage your son now. Say, when you go to college, don't only depend on the multinational corporation curriculum. After the curriculum, Jamaica economic betterment.
True. True.
The third world betterment, because you have 13 countries in the Caribbean, is our CARICOM that. We have to involve in it. We can't sit back and watch Jamaica and the third world burn and depend upon name brand clothes, fast car, girls. No. We depend again, the curriculum in this country school, it do not go and teach our children the fear of God. It fluctuates, because you have rights, you have human rights and fundamental freedom now, where everybody in this country have. So you can make your son and your daughter get education, because it will not be a proper education. That education will come from the curriculum of multinational corporation. When you finish work, when you in the school, you go to the factory and work. You want people who can go back to Jamaica and build school, because I built a school in 89. The two primes in Jamaica visit my school. The Minister of Justice visit my school. I must have to build school 29 Oxford Street. The Prince of Pituba visit my school. Yes, the only Rasta school in Jamaica, we have a clinic them called Wellness Center. We give free blood tests, free sugar tests, free blood pressure tests, and it's been financed by us. We pay a nurse $1,000 a day. We can't afford it, but you can afford it for us. Because if Jamaica develop on a Rasta leadership, you will develop. Right now, the Rasta man do have nothing. We saw the man of Jamaica 2013, November, was legitimized as a church, the Church of Selassie the first. The voice of the Rasta man, both spiritually and politically. You understand that? So, when you listen to this Facebook now, I don't want to get sentimental and say, I the same Rasta talk. No, examine it.
True.
From 1930 to 1960, you realize it's not the same Rasta talk. Not the same Rasta talk, because we build school, we build clinic,
True.
we build church,
Political party.
and political party. She have to assist us now. I am being pleased to assist us economically, politically. Because yesterday a while ago, we have a school, we have a clinic, and the clinic costs me $1,000 Jamaican a day to pay a nurse.
These lawyers stuff.
We can't afford it. You understand that? So I appeal to you now, Jamaican nation in this country. And we appeal to the rest in this country. Although you say Ethiopia is your home, we accept that. But you are Jamaican national, Ethiopian sovereign, until liberation of Ethiopia come about, and the restoration of the Minister Vice, that's the first, and the restoration of constitutional monarchy. You have to live in Jamaica until that time. Live in Jamaica, you have to live adequately. You know adequately mean? When school back in January, you can afford to send your son to school. Because you go and pay the registration fee, you go have clothes to wear, you go and book for, you understand that? Until liberation will overcome, you're not going nowhere.
True.
You have nowhere to go, liberation is abandoned. If you don't get support to liberation, repatriation to Ethiopia is a dream, it can't be reality. Because Ethiopia is a poor country, it has no social security, it has no low-cost house. Right now I talk to you about 1,000, 10,000 Ethiopian students and masters and employ. So how you going to go to Ethiopia and you don't have the knowledge? How you going to accept Ethiopian registration with them called Ethiopian citizenship? When the Ethiopian marriage they already say Jamaican and Ethiopian are blood brother. Jamaica and Ethiopia are the piece of the earth. They are going to impress that 66 21st of April in the parliament. So we can't buy that. If you Rasta people support that so-called Ethiopian registration, them called citizenship, it means you betray imperial majesty. Because first comment is the same government in power that abolition of monarchy in 1955, 675. It's the same government in power who we call the old one and new battle. Them are Mingish too, them are menace are the same. They are Marxists learn this, stand this in this guise of democracy. You understand what I said there? So when you see this Facebook, no, see it as the opportunity to get now to identify yourself with a real struggle. Ask the Prime Minister of Jamaica why the Rasta not in Parliament and he's holding two political parties. Ask him why them don't change the constitution in Jamaica and left a space for the Rasta for representation in Parliament. How Jamaica will develop when the Rasta is the last to employ, the first to lose his job? You have a clinic, you have a school. You in this country who's Jamaica national, you is on trial. God and history watch the whole thing. If you don't support this claim we are talking about, where you going to Jamaica for? Because there be no law and order, there no development. But if you support you have sons and daughters who are socialists, reject that because perestrika come for this right, socialism totally. It must go through the third world. It must go through Africa.
Yes.
There's no question about it. Can go to Russia, 91.
Sure.
And tonight in Russia, every other man that passed was a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Before my dead feel hungry. You understand that? So we ask you now, Jamaica National, to listen to what I say now. Support the mass movement. Not from a Rastafari's God point of view. No. But for the social, economic development of the poor people in Jamaica. Because the grassroots organization in the Parliament is the ruling class control Jamaica. You understand that? Right? Yes, because when you write article in the Gleaner don't publish one article.
It's true. You don't publish it.
And with other people name. You observe, don't publish one article. Because it's raw. We tell the bamboo throne and upper class, uptown, brown skinned people. Them fight it. But Rasta is not a racist. He's a racialist. We can accept Jeremiah chapter 8. There's no barman in Gilead. There's no fish on there. I am black, B-A-C-K. You understand that? Our history is not saying we are fighting Caucasian. Because it's supposed to home of every nation. So when the race increase, we spread out. We cover the Caucasus Mountain in India, all over the world. But when they say Selassie is God and baptized, you try Iceland first. You transfer it and come back to what you are. When deep on that, because that is not important. What is important is that I appeal to you to make a national. When you go inside the supermarket on a Saturday, stop propagandizing Jamaica, mash up because a pure killer go inside there. Stop the life of the youth of Jamaica. Them is not no killer. It's once. It's once with a band that wants to stay alive. Help Jamaica by investing in Jamaica, investing in our organization, that we can build more school, we can build trade center. You understand that? Because we have space, we can build trade center and teach youth a trade. And the banks here to help lend the money, because bank don't open to save money, if you open to lend money for the development of the country. So I appeal to you right now. I will get to you, Chris. I'm going to appeal to you right now. This is a struggle. Yes. It's a struggle. You cannot go back in the supermarket on a Saturday and tell lie about Jamaica like Bronx and Brooklyn better than Jamaica. It's the same killing going on and more than that. You understand that? And you don't walk Bronx and Brooklyn half past 1, 2 in the morning. So when you go to Jamaica, you want to walk Jamaica half past 1 in the morning. Where you know, say, through once you will get robbed. You can't preach that anymore. Because it undermines Jamaica economic development. Those propagandas from the busybody people. I fight Jamaica and I be the Prime Minister and the Gleaner and the Observer should understand that. The Gleaner should start publish back our articles and the Observer, because they're giving a meaningful contribution to Jamaica development. Baruka and the Graham Carl Williams, we control RFM, Baruka. Ask them when them for Rasta. Give them done for Rasta. They use Rasta as a platform for earn money for the station. Because ask them from them start talk about them going a Rasta brand. What have them done meaningful to Rasta social, economical development in Jamaica? Them keep a party a day and say them go and bake cake, ganja cake for His Imperial Majesty. Yeah, man dead, man the cake and dead. You understand that? Them people, Baruka and William, the more they use the more lyrics for them make for Rasta. Without that, the station going to fire them. Because to ask the director of the station, managing director and the CEO, what these people are doing in the interest of your station. Without a Rasta lyrics with them talk, and Rasta as we call it in this country, a gig. Where Baruka walk barefoot and talk about Rasta rubbish. With some children name tied to a Ghanaian queen name. Ask the question. Ask the leader, say why you stop publish the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated article. Ask observer why stop publish it. Is it because we're not 2-year line and you want to write where you want to write? We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Because God understands what's wrong with this man in Jamaica. And I can tell you this, irrespective, the book said, him take you out of Egypt. Wait name? So, what's the chapter?
Jude 1:5.
Jude, Jude 1:5. Say him take you out of Egypt and remove the leadership. And I'm going to destroy it. Because we fail to contribute something meaningful. Because the king said that tradition and custom must be modified. He said necessarily that it must be modified to ensure the continuity of people. And without you, the Jamaican national in England and America and part of the world support this mass movement, we have a problem. And I don't know, you have the economics, and you have the education. Support with it now. Blessed be Jah.
Yeah, greetings again as we continue this mass movement, the liberation of Ethiopia and the restoration of the dynasty and government of Emperor Haile Selassie I through the Church of Haile Selassie I and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation. We are in New York now, and we're in Brooklyn, we're on Gates Avenue. What you were talking about now, as Jabuna introduced the whole thing, is the Imperial Ethiopian Federation, Jabuna. He is also the international president. So what we are showing a while is also, he was a bishop, he was an international president. So there is a theocracy. It's one man enough, but he hold two offices together as one. So that's what I explain to you now. You see Jamaica is a constitutional monarchy. Kind of a constitution and man a monarchy government in England. Yeah? Jamaica, even though it's a colonial, man that say a new colonial monarchy. Jamaica, it is. Here we are showing you now. In terms of Jamaica now have a sovereignty under Ethiopia and not Europe anymore. Yeah. The presidents are Rasta in the parliament of Jamaica, the Church of Haile Selassie I. It say that you must have someone to administer the Rastology, which is the theology of the Church of Haile Selassie I, because we incorporated inside there in the parliament. So we must have not only one but more than one. So right now with the Abuna Emmanuel Fox, you see track work, you see the works we do internationally for Rasta and for Jamaica. It means to say that we have a contribution, and I'm sure say we have a contribution to Jamaica. Because all the work that we have Abuna do abroad, and we can check in background. The other day we bring Bunai, Junans in Jamaica. It just a sketch that. And the things that we might identify with the Abuna do in terms of works over the years. In Jamaica, I'm going to find out. Yes, Ethiopia, yes. Because we see ourselves as Ethiopian sovereign, Jamaica national. You hear me? We are Jamaica national because we're born in Jamaica. You understand me? But we are Ethiopian sovereign through the Church of Haile Selassie I. So what we are telling people now, while we are explaining this to them, say, you must come a part of our institution, our organization, you must. You understand me? For help we fight the struggle here because we want liberty in our nation, not Jamaica, right now. So, you understand me? Because everybody is getting them rights. Because in the parliament, you understand me? We don't have any vice inside here. That's what I say now. Me know I bring it down to a level now where everybody can understand it. Because I'm going to explain a little the whole thing and show you what I want. But you see me now, I'm going to show you the detailed part of what I say. Now put it in more detail and that I explain to you now. So Jamaica is a so-called democracy. How I'm saying so-called democracy because democracy say even the minority must have them rights.
True.
In a parliament. We as Rasta don't have the rights in the parliament and all the way get independence 1962. 44 adult suffrage. 1838 we get emancipated, don't it? So want to be, we have rights too as Rasta. That we are saying. So I want people them out there who are listening to this thing and understand saying justice, we want justice. Because we don't get a justice in Jamaica in terms of our rights. We don't have representation inside there. How comes we as Rasta, as Jabuna just a while ago, have 16% of the population of Jamaica, and yes, we don't have anyone, not representation in parliament, no one, not even one person who talk on our behalf. That's wrong. There's a problem there, and that's why Jamaica can't develop. No sure them say them are try and them do because them exclude Rasta out of it. You can't have peace, you can't have economic development, you can't have justice, and this Rasta getting rights in Jamaica. And that's what I say. So join the mass movement. You hear me? I lose my voice. Join the mass movement at the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated and the Church of Haile Selassie first for liberty in our nation, Jamaica, because we are Ethiopian sovereign in Jamaica. You have to understand that. So how comes up everything else inside of the parliament there, outside that our African Ethiopian sovereignty? We don't have nothing inside there where we come from Africa. And we know African Ethiopian people. That's what I say now. Then you have to understand that it's now 2017. We know the Jamaica government is neo-colonialism. New is a new form of colonialism because it's Rasta kill the beast. You hear me say? I'm going to get independence and them one line of the blood. Me see them coming at the public and say it's them. But a Rasta kill the beast and them take it from Rasta. You understand me? Because Rasta man as Jamuna show you a while ago. They never have certain development. You understand me? Today, we have it. So we are come to claim what is ours, what we are entitled to. We're not beg nobody nothing. So we are saying the people them over abroad, in America, Canada, England, all the places them where them they will speak English or other languages. Same colonial language. For join this mass movement and return to Jamaica and help to develop Jamaica the proper way. Because if we don't come back, Jamaica not going to develop. We have to interject our education, our experience, our resource, because the people is the main resource, with our dollars in Jamaica to develop Jamaica. Otherwise, it's not going to develop. Because historically, when you look at Jamaica, people run from Jamaica. You have a thing them called brain drain. Certain name. All the people do for Jamaica, have a Jamaica education. You have some in the grassroots, yeah? Them gone a foreign. And them tell them through the propaganda media so that them not go back to Jamaica because them afraid of crime and violence. Everywhere them go, crime and violence is there. You understand me? So them for go back to Jamaica and develop Jamaica, but them can't go back so. It's much organized and centralized. What I mean by that? Through the Church of Haile Selassie first and the Imperial Ethiopian Federation Incorporated. You must organize. It can't just be a wild madman the first you go to start. It must organize. We are an international organization. We're international in scope. So we are say, give your support. You understand me I say? To the Church of Haile Selassie first and the Imperial Ethiopian World Federation. And we're going to organize the thing and we have a contribution to Jamaica. We are say Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the opposition in Jamaica, the JNP and the PNP, we have a contribution. You must have a constitutional reform to include we in the whole thing, because if you look how the constitution is written, everybody can analyze and look. Them say X amount for that and that and that, and them line it up. So them exclude a third party force. But we the third party force in Jamaica. But we want, right now, not want, we need, and we must have representation in Parliament, a senator. And we nominate the Abuna Manuel Fox because of contribution to the struggle. You understand me? So, and that we are saying right now, no? So we are saying to support mass movement, support the struggle, it's the same liberation, restoration, repatriation, as much government and dynasty. We must understand that because Jamaica is part of, it's like Africa. You know see that? Jamaica is like Africa. It's just that we don't have the education to develop Jamaica as an African province, an Ethiopian province. Is that not something?
15 provinces in Ethiopia.
Yeah, we are going to identify the whole thing to the item. Jamaica is the 15th province of Ethiopia. So we must bring Jamaica to that liberated state. You understand me? Jamaica is not totally liberated, not totally emancipated, you know. People tell us, say, yes, we get independence 62, but we know so we don't get that liberation. Because, as I said before, 1838 emancipation, 1944 universal adult suffrage, 1962 we get independence, but now we are talking about liberation of Ethiopia in Jamaica, that we are saying. So we are saying people can make a contribution to that struggle. You understand me? Get education, as I said before, come to the church of Haile, that's the first and in PhD Federation, and we're going to educate you. Because the education that you get is as it'll prepare you for this struggle, this eventuality, is nice to say that. So we are saying now, in the name of His Imperial Majesty, liberty in our nation, and long live the dynasty of Emperor Haile Selassie I.
True.
Blessed be God.
Rastafari, Emperor Haile Selassie I.
Yes. I would like to make an next statement before I come off. Is that if you understand clearly, no question about it, Jamaica is a democracy and it's a socialism. If it's a socialism, perish are going to come and destroy it. There's no question about it.
True.
And if you understand again, with the Rasta man, we is entitled to more than one seat in the Parliament of Jamaica. There's no question about
It's
that.
true. It's true.
Ask the Prime Minister and opposition leader, when the minister leave England 1960 to discuss the question of Jamaica independence, did the Rastaman was invited at the meeting? No. Mr. Manley, as a criminal lawyer in the West Indies, one of the greatest, and the leader of the Labour Party, there was in the interest of inviting the Rastaman. Or them invite the Rastaman, the representative of England would have asked the Rastaman what he want from it.
True.
But they betray that trust. What we said today is that 1960s, when Neckleford, Arthur Lewis write a report on the Rastaman in Jamaica, through it was asked by the PMP party to create a commission report, is that when them finish, they recommend to the government of Jamaica that Rastafarian people should get social development, cooperative industry, cooperative organization, and more rights. And when it was submitted to the PMP party, the PMP party lose the election
True.
to the Labour Party, and it vanished. Tonight we, as the Rastafarian people, we want to revitalize it again. Mr. Wallace, look at the voting again. Rasta is farmer.
True.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
we want land to farm food, not ganja, because man must eat food and man must wear clothes, and we have the potentiality to grow food we can export abroad.
True.
And our foreign currency for the government of Jamaica. So I ask you again, please find a way to give you an appointment to meet you sometime in January, Mr. Wallace. We can sit and discuss the pros and cons of where it's going tomorrow. I'm not going to really continue too long because I want you to make a national in England, Canada, and America. For the point again,
True.
I'm not going to flatter you or stress you. But remember one thing, without you not supporting the mass movement, there will be no peace in Jamaica.
True.
If we going to destroy crime in Jamaica, we find employment for young people. Trade shop, reach of a trade.
True.
And we are willing to expose ourselves to that danger. Because nobody wants to go into that danger. But everybody wants to go to heaven and nobody wants to die. The IW Incorporated and Trade Advice, that's the first, is willing to expose themselves to the danger that the ruling class and this election don't want to endanger themselves to. So, take point again tonight. Tell to your friend in the supermarket, stop propaganda against Jamaica. Tell your friend at your workplace when you have lunch break to stop it because they're not doing anything to Jamaica. So right now, I'm bringing it back to ourselves. Blessed be Jah.
Selassie first.
Greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie first, one God. This is for those Rastafarians and others who burn politics. You see, if you burn politics, then you don't understand history. 1935 to 1941, when His Majesty, when Italy invaded Ethiopia, and His Majesty retreated and went to England, what do you think His Majesty used to overcome Mussolini and reclaim Ethiopia, and at the end of the day, protect freedom in the world and destroy Nazism and Hitler? His Majesty was leading, the leader behind all that. The history not going to tell you that, but it's true. His Majesty get times Man of the Year 3 times in a row because of the works that he accomplished. And it's politics he used. Politics is the clothes you wear, the place you live, the food you eat, where your children go to school, the lifestyle that you have. And just because you have some double-minded people who go into politics and corrupt it and pervert the whole thing and Babylon-minded, that does not mean that politics is bad.
True.
Politics is a good thing. His Majesty used politics, you understand, for the betterment of Ethiopia. So we can use politics for betterment for ourselves. You understand? So that when I want to go into politics, him know, so that I progress in my deal and progress and morality is two sides of the same coin. You cannot have progress without morality. And this is what our politicians today don't understand. But we understand that. And therefore, we want our place in the politics of Jamaica. Like my virgin them described a while ago, them certainly justify the whole thing that we deserve a place in the politics of Jamaica. So we, as Rastafarians in this time, we are calling for a constitutional reform in Jamaica where they can allocate a certain amount of senators for another party outside of the JLP and the PNP.
True.
So we have the minorities taken into account in Jamaica, such as the Rastafarian people. You understand? Who can have a voice in their destiny and in their future and not have their future determined by the ruling class or by foreign ideologies and foreign-minded people. So we have to be ourselves and have confidence in ourselves and have confidence in our God, Emperor Haile Selassie first, and know that Jamaica belong to Ethiopian people, it belongs to Ethiopia, and it belongs to His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie first, and it's ours. It don't belong and it belongs to the...
I know, fight the marriage law in the church, tell them.
Yeah. And the fact that we go to we go to the parliament and we have the incorporation in parliament, and yet when we go to get the marriage license in Jamaica and Spanish Town, the registrar general office, they're gonna insult us with giving us a Christian examination, a Christian test to determine whether we're eligible. That is wrong. Jamaica government must be modified to accommodate the Rastafarian and the minority people. It can't just be total colonialism and following the ancient ways of colonialism where we destroy the rights of the people. 95% of Jamaican people is black people. All of them are Rasta. All of them are Rasta. Whether they know it or not. So that's what I talk about. We want representation for the people who are going to support the interests of the majority of the people in Jamaica, not the minority, which is the ruling class. Give thanks. His Imperial Majesty Empire Selassie.
We'll find